Hello, welcome to the Fiction Podcast, and today Seb, are joined by two of my co-hosts. This is
Hello.
StrawHatMikey and Jamie. Now, today we have a question for the Supergirl. What an amazingly written film, huh? What do you think, Mikey?
I agree with you 150%.
Man, that made me feel good at the end.
I'm
Now, it
nervous
sounds like
already.
Jamie here does not have the same opinion.
I do not think it was written very well.
Okay, you know what? You know what? I am a passive listener, so let's hear this. Let's hear it.
Where do you want me to start?
Let's just start with the things like specific moments or stuff. Oh yeah, I should probably mention to everyone. Spoiler alert! If you've not seen the film, stop watching. Watch the damn film. It's really good. Oh well, according to me and Mikey over here, but not according to this fucker anyway. sorry. Peaceful, passive.
I do not think the film is bad.
All right. Let's hear moments. Okay, wait. You say it's not bad. Like, let's hear it in a score rating. So out of 10.
It is a solid 5 out of 10. Like 5 to 6 out of 10. It's not bad.
Oh,
It's just not particularly good.
that's just mid.
It is a mid film, in my opinion.
I'm gonna be honest. It just does not sound like that is a tasteful opinion.
Okay, here's one of my biggest gripes. Lobo was not done well.
Okay.
He was not. The writers wanted Lobo to be their sort of badass bounty hunter character who helps the main cast. But they also wanted him to be part of the main cast in a sense. He constantly turns up. He acts like a main character, but he does not have the screen time of a main character. He does not have enough room to grow within the film.
Oh, that's actually something interesting, and I've actually thought about. Yes, in a sense, you could write him out of the film, and nothing would change. Everything
Exactly.
would still fit. I am agreeing with you on that department. But,
Yeah, he is. Oh, well,
but, yeah, what's it called? I always look at different things I watch in a different manner. Like, if this was a stand, like in the context of the Joker film, if this was at least at the time intended to be a completely one only movie, never planning to ever have anything continue or anything like that ever again, yes, I would see this as a bit of an issue. Like if let me just think of an example. If they have like a started plot line where they introduce Alfred Pennyworth and like he's doing something that's actually might continue into a plot later, but they did it's like you could write it out of the film. Fair enough if that was the instance, but keep in mind what we have here. We have an ever-growing universe, a universe of people who may not be important in the particular story at hand, who may not right now be important, but it's like real life. It exists, and it may come back later. There may be, at some point, a moment where Lobo will be something big, but I see this as world building over having a narrative that never pulls through. You know?
I get that, but I see it as sort of they have this character who people have wanted to see live action on a big screen for years, but they wrote him
Nah,
in such a way.
Jamie, I know for a fact, before the announcements, you were never thinking, oh shit, you know what would be really cool? We should get Lobo in live action. I'm sure you never even knew who the fuck Lobo was before this movie.
I knew. I have an Injustice Lobo trading card, the one you use on the arcade machines. I have one of those. So do not
That
try and
doesn't.
say that. I
No,
knew
no,
who
no, no,
Lobo
no,
was.
no. But that doesn't mean anything. You can have a card and still know jack about the character.
I knew who Lobo was.
But you don't know. You know You know nothing
That's not
about
the
him.
point.
In
That
your
is not the point.
lifetime,
Let
with
me.
Lobo
Let
in
me.
it.
Huh?
Name me one comic you've read in your lifetime of Lobo, with Lobo in it.
No, I didn't say I wanted it. I said other people did. there were other people who wanted to see Lobo on a big screen. Yes or no?
Jason Momoa was one of them, yes. And he wanted
Exactly.
to be
I'm
him.
not saying I wanted it. I went into the. I'm really like. I'm more of a fan of the DC animated films. I'm not really.
Fair enough,
I
but
prefer
okay,
animated.
what's it called? As
Oh,
far as I see, Lobo wasn't part of the like big main thing. I just thought saw it as really cool. I mean, it was more of a. I do wish we got to have more of him, but it's not like the make or break of the movie. You know, if
yeah,
you
no, but
ask me.
people were excited to see Lobo. That's the thing.
What? Yeah, he was definitely a big part of my excitement, and especially but honestly, giving Supergirl spotlight and everything, and when you focus on her story, the story that's mainly meant to be for her, you can't say that wasn't solid.
I'll get to that, but
Okay.
first, like, it's how they handled Lobo. Is that
Okay. For now,
because they didn't know what to do with him.
I wouldn't say they didn't know what to do with it. Okay. One, Lobo was initially meant to be in the comic Woman of Tomorrow, but he ended up being a cut character. So, in a way, it was just more like filling that chapter, but yeah, it's kind of hard to put a character into an adaptation where he never got to be adapted, thus trying to fit him into the story. Again, I saw, like, yes, he was doing a side quest in this movie. We got to see a side, like, you ever watch a show, and in that show, you get like a character who's really cool in one episode. Barely there, not really there that much, but really cool.
Mhm.
But it gets you hyped to see them more in full action.
Yeah.
And then when you
Absolutely.
do see it, that's the way. Like if you look at it in those lenses, imagine. Like
And
I'm gonna be a what's it called? I'm gonna be uh not not a gypsy. What's the people who like tell you they can see into the future and stuff? A
uh,
prophet. I'm gonna be a prophet real quick. All right,
of it.
and I'm going to look into the future. Close your eyes with me. Are you closing your eyes?
Yeah, my eyes are closed.
Years later, we get we get season 2 of Lanterns. Okay, and we're in space now, and now they are wanted because of some mischievous thing they've done. They are now wanted by Lobo and being hunted. And the whole season is this guy who we got the reputation of not too long ago, or a bit of a while ago. But now we get to see in full action. We got the sample. Now we get the taste, you know? Or
Yeah,
any
I
other.
get that.
It's like again, we get a taste. That's the thing with this universe. There are samples they're giving you. Again, the Justice Gang. We never had a full movie setting up the Justice Gang or nothing back in Superman, but you get that taste. It gets you wanting more. You want to know more about it. Imagine we get a Justice Gang movie. We're probably not getting a Justice Gang movie,
Yeah.
but you get what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
that world building that intrigues your interest rather
I
than
get that, and if they sorry to interrupt, but if they wanted to do that world building, they should have given him like more screen time and more of an actual proper side quest. Which, as it stands now, you could cut him out of the entire film, and if he still turns, he would only have to turn up to be a Deus Ex Machina at the very end.
Yes, but it's an intro film.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
what I'm
point.
saying. It's
Yes,
like
I
They're
get that.
introducing him to the universe.
yeah,
Yes,
like
I get that. But the issue is that he just doesn't have enough of a presence. Like, for example, after like the fight where Supergirl gets drugged and all that, right? Like we see him, he goes after his bike, but then we do not see how he gets captured. We don't see any of this. We just have a
it's just
quick
like
shot.
he's there, you know. He's
Yeah,
David Hasselhoff in the SpongeBob movie, you know.
yeah.
Like you could
But
cut out David Hasselhoff, and what's it called? They would still probably find a way to get back to Bikini Bottom, but like
exactly.
everyone remembers David Hasselhoff. You wouldn't want to cut that out. You wouldn't want to cut out Jason
Yes,
Momoa from that
I'm
film.
saying that. Like, I'm not saying he should have been cut out. I'm saying he should have been expanded upon.
Fair
He should
enough.
have
I
been
mean,
given
I
more.
do agree with you. I do want an expansion on it. That's
Was
what's it called? The only complaint I do actually have about this film is I want more. Damn it!
yeah, like it's like they gave him the screen time of a side character, but made him a main character. That's how it
I
feels.
wouldn't say they made him a main character.
They tried to at least. Like they had to,
But they
try to
didn't, that's the
shoehorn him
thing.
in.
What gives you the idea that they made him a main character? Because the focus very much still held on Supergirl the whole time.
Yes,
Exactly, that's
and
what I've been saying.
this is a point that Michael loves to say. He eggs on Ruthie, like Ruthie tries to get her to take revenge. That is something that
Repeat slowly, I didn't get that.
do.
I didn't hear
That's
that.
what Michael says. That's
No.
what Michael says.
No, I didn't
Oh.
hear what you said. Can you repeat?
He tries to egg on Ruthie. He tries to get her to take revenge. That is something that a supporting main character would do. But he's given the presence of a side character.
I will say, like, what's it called? Again, that like already her want for the revenge is still strong enough that him egging her on didn't really do anything, especially to the minimal degree that it was done. So I will agree with you there that that attempt wasn't as strong. I think it was just more supposed to remind her, like it was more in the sense of trying to remind the audience, hey, by the way, reminder why we are on this quest, why she's on this quest.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's just kind of that aspect. I will say, yeah, I will say I do wish we got to have a more expansion on it. I will agree with you there.
Yeah.
But
That was my.
I don't think that would drop it down to a 5. Maybe a 7. Maybe a 7. I would still probably bump 8, but like maybe a 7.
That's where my other gripes come in. For
Mhm.
example, the ending of the film diverges drastically from the comic.
Alright.
Right.
Okay, I haven't read the comic. I'll
Well,
just say I can't look from a comic perspective.
in the I haven't read it either, but I've done research into it. In the comic, they beat Krem. Ruthie has like a sword to.
Oh
Krem's
wait,
neck.
spoiler for the comic if anyone wants to
Oh,
read that.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so what's it called?
Yeah.
Read the comic if you want to read it.
Yeah.
Up to you, but yeah, we're going into that now.
But Ruthie has her sword to Krem's neck. She's going to do it, but then throughout the entire comic, like everything Supergirl has said has gotten to her, and she doesn't do it. But then Supergirl goes to do it. She goes to kill Krem, but then Ruthie convinces her not to, right? And so they eventually decide to trap him in the Phantom Zone. So they do that. Then 300 years later, he comes back out. He's a remorseful old man.
Is this still all in Super, or is this like then another story after Supergirl?
I'm pretty sure that's still in Supergirl. That's still in Supergirl. And like
It's
he's
still in
truly
the
remorseful.
comics.
Wait, Mikey actually did read it. Can we get
Yeah.
Mikey's piece on it? Because you actually did read it, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, can you give us your semblance on the adaptation aspect?
Okay. It's not like I don't really know what to say. It's not like a 1-to-1 adaptation. It's very loosely based on it. So a lot of things from it are like extremely different.
Yeah, but like, would you say quality-wise?
But who says different is bad? I think some of the differences were kind of good. I kind of like that Supergirl killed crap. I kind of liked it.
Here's my, again, I'm not gonna hold my 2 cents too high because, again, I haven't read it. But, actually, this is something I wanted to talk about for a while, even before this movie. Manga adaptation to anime adaptation versus comic book adaptation to movie adaptation. I don't know what it is, but when it comes to manga to anime, it's basically 1-for-1. It is like copy paste. Maybe a minor difference here and there, but generally, that is the exact same story, the exact same everything, and the exact same so on. Yeah?
Yeah.
But then when you do for comics, that thing does not get adapted 1-for-1 in the slightest. The only film I know that has been adapted basically 1-to-1 is Batman the Killing Joke, if you skip the first 40 minutes. Only if you skip the first... No, we don't talk about the first 40 minutes. That thing was rubbish. My lord. But yeah, after you skip that, perfect 1-for-1 adaptation. But everything else, again, any MCU movie you've ever watched in your life, none of it is 1-for-1. Any Batman movie, any DC movie you've ever watched, even the highly acclaimed Superman movie, does not follow the Kal-El rule over the people, bring back the Krypton race.
Hmm.
Actually, I think I heard that there were some comics that actually tried to do that adaptation, but I don't know the details, but it's still not one for one. You get the idea, though. But regardless, my point is, if we're really going to talk about accuracy, like, yes, maybe a specific thing they did there was probably better, or a thing here was better, or who knows, but I think we've just agreed as a society to not hold comic adaptations as highly as manga adaptations.
I think that might be because we're used to Marvel. Like, for example, when Marvel started doing like the very groundworks of the MCU and all that, before it was even the MCU really, they
Even before
changed
the
quite a
MCU.
bit.
Even way before
And
the
manga
MCU.
Yeah, like
Tobey
manga
Maguire
changes with
Spider-Man.
that.
Hulk from
I mean, like,
2004.
like even Iron Man. Iron Man is radically different from the comics.
The Dark Knight.
Um,
The Tim Burton Batman films. Jack Napier was not a mob boss as far as we know. Prior
yeah,
to.
I mean, like, I'm just going off like Marvel at the moment. Like,
Yeah, and
if we go back to like Iron Man, for example.
well, I would say
Um,
MCU caused it, that's what I'm saying. Like, because again,
oh,
this has
I
been
wrote, yeah,
even before that.
yeah, causetic's not the right word.
Hmm.
Like, more like desensitized us.
Okay, I will
'Cause,
agree with you on that department.
yeah, because Iron Man is radically different in the comics. Like his very first appearances, he had to plug his suit into an actual outlet to charge it. And then repulsor technology and all that. Is
Actually, fun
actually
fact as well. This one's more based on the era, and it makes sense because since one is being told in modern day, and one bit because I actually have been reading the comics from that original point. I haven't gone all the way to modern day now. I'm still like early days. But actually, Iron
yeah,
Man was captured by the Chinese at that point in the comics.
yes,
Yeah, because at the time
yeah,
there was a big situation going on with America and China. So the enemy at the time was China. Thus they did that.
and it
Then
wasn't.
while at the era in it was more the Middle East that was in big mention. So in the
Yeah,
movie it was the Middle East if it was modern day, which honestly I like that change
yeah,
because again it helps set the world as the world we
mm,
live in. But sorry, that's just something I want to bring
but
up.
yeah,
While we're on that topic.
yeah, yeah. But so repulsor tech and all that is a creation of the actual Marvel films. That's not present in the comics. So I feel like with Marvel especially, we're used to them having their own spin on it and like changing things here and there. Um, and then when it comes to a bunch of older stuff, I feel like Batman's always like DC has always been a cultural phenomenon, like always. But so I feel like it's just not exactly like the the old Batman films, for example. They're not exact 1-to-1 copies,
No, they're
but
not. Well, if
like
they're live
yeah,
action.
yeah, but but like superhero films, or like Marvel and DC superhero films, just haven't really exploded until the 2000s, really.
Yeah, but what's it
Because there
called?
wasn't really much to
But
compare it.
circling back to the point, though, if we as a society have already agreed years ago for some reason, like, it's another debate to say if adaptations should be more one for one in comparison to what we've done before. It's another debate type, but again,
Yeah,
if for example, what's your opinion? Like, I want to hear your rating for the last year's Superman film.
last year's Superman. It was just I'd say it was better than Supergirl. It was like 5.5, 6 stars.
Nothing
It was
high?
better. It's not bad. It's not bad. The Supergirl isn't bad.
What, like 6 out
It
of
is,
10 or something?
yeah, like 5.5, 6 out of 10.
Okay, this is why you don't get to have an opinion. This is why
No,
Michael, back me
I,
here. But this is
I
why you gave Superman a 6 out of 10.
I told you, he's crazy.
No, I'm sorry.
I,
I was seeing your perspective till you said 6 out of 10. Okay, you want?
I just don't know.
Okay.
I just
Like,
I don't know what it is about more recent films. It's just It feels like we're past the golden.
Don't
Like
tell me.
we had a new golden age.
Don't
Now we're
tell
in the
me
silver
that
age.
your favorite Superman film is Man of Steel. I'm about
Superman was my first Superman film. I'm going to be completely honest. I've always been like more of a Batman person.
That's fair. Detail. Okay,
but-
okay.
so-
What's your favorite Superman film? I'm not Superman film. Comic film. Yeah. What's your favorite superhero comic film? Tell me that.
Superhero comic film.
A film
Watchmen.
using superheroes
Watchmen.
that were adapted from a comic.
Watchmen. Easy. Watchmen. It is.
Okay, no, that one is actually more close to its adaptation, other than the fact
Yeah,
that
I will say Watchmen is.
Yeah, no, that one's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Something on the lines of Marvel and DC.
Well, Watchmen is DC.
Yeah. Loosely, very, very loosely DC. Like it is.
Honestly,
it is the grey areas of grey areas.
Yeah.
Of DC.
So I'm gonna say my favorite modern superhero film would probably be Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Okay, I absolutely agree with you on that. But
Yeah.
again, if
so
we
good.
hold the idea of an adaptation, it's not a good adaptation.
Yeah, no.
I
don't
love
base
the
it off
film.
the adaptation.
I want to get this straight. James Gunn, one of my top 3 directors of all time. I aspire to be him, brother. Oh shit. Sorry, our co-host got disconnected. I think their charger ran out, crashed, or who knows what. We will be waiting in the meantime. But let's discuss in the meantime what our thoughts are. Mikey, you got anything to say?
About what?
About what current? Oh, there we go. He's back. Never mind. We will be returning in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. Saw the disconnection.
My internet shit the bed.
No worries. That happens. Last thing you were saying. Right. I respect James Gunn. He is my top 3 directors of all time. What's it called? And again, no disrespect to him whatsoever. And I'm not saying, when I say it's a terrible adaptation, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. But again, that's the key thing. We've again, I don't know what it is, and this is another discussion to say. Okay, other than Watchmen as well, because I forgot about that film until you mentioned it. But
Yeah, it's so good.
Adaptations don't need to. So why does Woman of Tomorrow, according to what you've researched, even though I'm not going to count research as much as read,
Okay. Well,
after
it's not that it has to be one-to-one to the comic. It's more of it's hard to separate the film from the message that the comic gave, because the actual ending. So after Clem comes out of the Phantom Zone and he says he's truly sorry and he's truly like a remorseful old man, Ruthie hits him over the head with her cane and then just walks away. Right? It shows that revenge does not get anywhere. You can still be angry at them, but revenge is not a good thing, right?
I feel like the film still kind of explained that well.
Yes.
And
but,
to be fair, we have no idea if the Phantom Zone exists in James Gunn's DC universe.
I mean, it definitely exists. Like, knowing James Gunn, he's not going to, he's finding a good opportunity to use it, but he's not going to cancel out the fantastical elements of the DC universe. It's just more of when is he going to use it.
I know, but he hasn't introduced it yet, so,
Yeah. I think currently, none of our characters have discovered it yet.
I'm not saying that Clem had to go to the Phantom Zone. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, you're trying to say the message of the story felt different due to how they adapted it.
Because having Supergirl kill Clem, it breaks her entire arc of you don't have to be nice, but you have to be a good person.
I would disagree with you on that department, in all honesty.
No,
that's actually. I'm glad you bring this up. I actually am glad you brought this up, because this is something I actually want to discuss. Because what's it called? I've had a couple talks with some people who were saying what's it called? Oh, the fact that Supergirl stabs them, even though they've been telling Ruthie not to stab them. Here's what I'm saying. If this was, again, in the same similar vein, that the one intended film with, a completed character arc and everything, yeah, that would be an issue. But I don't think her arc is finished yet. I don't think, what's it called? I don't think she still has more to work on. She still has more
Oh,
to
absolutely.
overcome because what's it called? What was I gonna say? Sorry, right. Because in this way, like I feel like she not knows. She believes she's damaged. She believes she's too far gone. She believes that there is no coming back from the traumas and the like this is one of the most relative things to a lot of people. The feeling that you are too far gone, but others aren't. And I feel like that's the mentality that Supergirl has. She believes she's too far gone. If she kills a person, so what? That's just another scum like herself. But Ruthie, who's still a child, who's still a pure soul, who's still someone who's innocent, doesn't have to go down the road that she believes she's too late for America. I feel like it's that kind of sense of protecting her from it. And Supergirl's story is not that, because I disagree with Supergirl. I disagree with her mentality. Because obviously, she still did good. She did what she needed to protect. She still had her conscious heart and everything, despite trying to push it down. Her heart is still bigger due to needing to do good, she's trying to put this on the fact that she's just trying to save her dog, but near the end, she also empathizes and sympathizes with trying to retain Ruthie's morality, despite her own already being shattered. It's like, again, I can't say anything for the comics. I would say let's move away from what the comic tries to say, because until we actually read it and see the message differences actually on hand, then we can debate about that. But for now, let's give it in its own merits. I don't think the message becomes inconsistent.
One more bit, I must say. The reason why I feel like the message is inconsistent is because the writer for Supergirl has gone on record to say that she misunderstood the ending of the comic. She thought Ruthie killed Clem.
Oh, wait, who's she?
When she didn't.
Wait, you said she thought Ruthie killed Clem.
She misinterpreted the ending of the comic, which is why I've...
Yeah, but who's she?
No, she didn't kill Clem. Clem survives.
Wait, what? The writer?
Yeah.
He's asking, like, who is she? Like, who's the writer?
The writer is a guy, I swear.
No, she.
I thought, from when I saw the interviews, let me double check. Craig Gillespie. That's the director.
It is Anna Noguera.
Yeah, there was a controversy that people were expecting James Gunn to get a woman producer on this because it's about a woman, but no, yeah, it was the director is Craig Gillespie, a guy. At least as far as I'm aware.
What about the writer?
Oh, Anna, no, I cannot pronounce that.
Yeah, she misinterpreted the ending of the comic.
Fair, but I wouldn't hold one writer as... because again, if you read, actually, there's 3 writers on this, so yeah, somebody's gonna get something wrong. There's gonna be a bit of a confusion in one of the side of the tables, and that's a discussion for another point, but currently, 3 writers on this, 1 director, that's 4 people to...
More the fact that she read it, and she still misinterpreted it.
Fair, but I don't think that holds as much weight to what we see in the story directly yet.
Yeah, it's more the fact of, I don't know how to explain it. They try and build this message, but then because one of the writers misinterpreted the end of the comic, they made an ending that goes against that message.
I wouldn't say she's the only one who had the power of the writing. Keep in mind, all the other writers would have had to have agreed upon that. All the other writers, maybe there was a miscommunication during the writing meeting, and for a different reason. Probably, but again, we can't really talk much about the adaptation as we've not properly experienced it.
Yeah,
it's one thing to research, but it's another thing to actually experience it. But So for now, we will put this one. We'll call it a stalemate on the adaptation
Okay.
department. We'll call it a
I
stalemate.
was just saying that I don't care. I don't mind I don't mind the change, right? Just
But
the fact that
I
she's
want to
willingly or
know.
not willingly.
I want to know
On.
how the scene in its own merits, away from adaptation, away from like anything the original one did, because again we can't go off of that ourselves.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
makes
just-
you dislike it? When
I still
watching
feel like it goes against the main message of the film. I
What
still feel
would-
like it goes against it.
the fact that what's it called? She's supposed to be good. I mean, I feel like again she's
No, like it's more of how Kara, like that the entire film, Kara saying revenge won't bring you anything. Revenge won't. It'll mess
Yeah.
you up, right? And of how Kara's not meant to be a nice person, but she's meant to be a good person. But to me, a good person wouldn't execute a unarmed man who can't get off the planet.
and Kara
who
would
will
agree
surely
with
starve.
you. She would absolutely agree with you. A good person would not do that. The only thing is, you're going under the impression that she thinks she's a good person.
She had an entire flashback.
Yeah, the flashback said to be
about what her
one.
mum said.
Yeah, and you think she would currently when we go to this film after that flashback, you think we would be seeing her going to pubs, ignoring people calling cries for help initially? No, she's disbanded that idea. She's probably at some point called herself a failure for not being able to uphold that. She's probably had the mindset that she is not that person, and I think throughout the movie, she's still, even after her arc, I think she still believes she's not a good person. She doesn't believe.
But during the final confrontation, she puts on the suit that Cal, got made for her and all that. She puts on that suit. She adopts his message, which I feel like her wearing that suit and then executing someone are two contradictory things. If she was still wearing her like drifter outfit, like what she wears normally,
Not gonna lie, I fuck with the drifter outfit.
Yeah, it's really good. But I wouldn't mind that because it's consistent. The outfit shows she's still not ready to.
Okay, that one I will
being a
put
good
more
person.
to the branding because let's just be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a branding, but
Yeah.
I will say story wise, I don't think it holds actually as much weight. But yeah, what's it called? But I'm gonna be. I don't know. It's like she's still. What's the word? I feel like now she wants to be a good person again. Like, I'm not saying by the end, I think she just, like, after having that confrontation and everything and such, she still had that mindset and such, but when she came back to Earth, I think she took a deep breath, from what I could tell. She took a deep breath, and she says, I want to give it a try again. I want to be who I'm telling Ruth to be. I want to be that person. That hero,
Yeah, that's another big part of it. Like she goes from executing a man straight to going back to tell her, I wanna, stay here on Earth. I wanna be part of it.
It would have been straight if we didn't have that scene in the middle.
She flip flops. Yeah, but she just flip flops anyway. Like she goes from, oh, I'm not a good person. I'm terrible. I'm not all this. To then, oh, I'm gonna wear this suit that Cal got me. I like she's gonna be a hero. To then, oh, I'm still angry. I'm gonna murder Clem.
I get that's why I think you're misunderstanding. I don't think she's at that point without saying, I am now going to be good. I am now going to be, but I want to learn it now. I don't want to end up like Krem. I saw that man and I saw the filth that he became. I saw what a disgusting, vile person can look like. And though I compared myself to that, I don't want to be that. I want to walk on the. I'm not going to be immediately straight away perfect. I'm not going to be, but I want to try.
Yeah, and I get that perspective. I just don't. I can't really see it like that. I mean,
and like realistically, right? If he didn't kill him, what's stopping him from getting back up?
Lack of
there is
lack
that
of
too.
Food, lack of basically everything that he needs to survive.
I mean, yeah,
Yes,
but like
but-
some people can make it out, but like, what's it called? Have you seen Peacemaker season 2?
Yes.
Oh, nice. The spoiler alert for Peacemaker Season 2. Watch that if you really haven't, because goddamn it, that's really good as well. Anyway,
Yeah, it's
it's
so
like,
good.
it's like, what's it called? Keep in mind about what's his face, Chris's brother, that situation. He's practically beyond crippled at that point and so on, but Hardcore did not want to risk his brother finding trying to hunt down Chris. She didn't want to risk that, so she did attempt to kill him regardless. Like, it's in that vein that, yes, it seems like, it's that same like, yes, Krem does not look like he has a high chance, considering, he's surrounded by everything that is destroyed. There's probably a very rare chance that he is surviving, but keep in mind how many characters throughout any history of fiction has made it out of a scenario that seemed impossible to death.
But
Like,
you also have to consider. Oh, God.
it's it's how much resilience does he have, and do you want to risk it?
But you also have to consider the actual differences between the characters. Hardcore, like Season 1 and 2, is depicted as this tough, no-nonsense woman who will do anything she needs to keep her team and the mission going.
Well,
But
actually,
Supergirl,
at this point, okay, that's another topic, but I will say I do
yeah,
disagree with
obviously she does open
at
up
that
more for
point.
Season 1 and 2. She does
I
open up more, but she still, at the core, is a woman who will do what it takes. But then you get to Supergirl, and she is this she's trying to be a good person. She's trying to be, but it's just if Clark found out what she did, right? It would not be a good conversation. I
wouldn't,
don't think
no.
she would have it in her, because I don't think.
Actually, here's how I'm
I don't.
exactly picturing that. Sorry. I'll let you finish. Sorry.
Oh, it's just I'm not going to be much longer, but I don't think she could, willingly kill him and then go back to Earth. If she killed him, I feel like she would go straight back into her drunken stupor. Like she's like, I killed him. I do not deserve to go back to Earth. I don't deserve to find a home there. But she goes back to Earth anyway, which is something I feel like she would only do if she showed mercy.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I could kind of see that, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's just seeing that, like, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's like seeing a life fade like that changes a person, especially with what you see. We cannot guarantee what we see in her mind, because again, every individual is personally different. How we think, how we individualize is completely different. So we cannot guarantee in the end what she is thinking in moments of stuff. It's just, the way I see it is, there's a chance she just saw that, and after, like, saw his life fade as a rat in the desert, and just thought that could be me if I keep going. I feel like the want to change hit her after.
I thought it happened earlier.
I don't know. I feel like earlier it was still that kind of, I'm trying to
Yeah.
protect. I'm just trying to get my dog. I just need to do those things. But it's like, after seeing that, I think the realization is the moment of kill. Because remember, taking your life is a big thing. And
True.
yes, for some characters, taking a life is not that big. But even though she is more violent and ruthless, I don't think Kara has specifically taken a life. At this point. I don't know. Maybe she has taken a life or so prior, but I don't think she has. And I think seeing that life fall, and it being a life she compared to herself, it's, do I want to end up like that?
Yeah, I see as though she made the decision to change earlier in the cave. I see her putting the actual suit on as her moment when she wanted to change. She had that flashback. She remembered, like Krypton. She remembered Krypton. She remembered surviving in that city. Remembered her mother dying, and then her father ultimately sending her away. and then when she got to Earth, she saw Clark. She like saw his goodness and all that, and so like I want to be like that, and then so that's why she put the suit on. Like I'm gonna wear his symbol and be what he wants me to be, and then that's why she goes back to Earth. But then you have in the middle there where she just goes against everything Clark stands for and murders Quem.
You know what? I think
that's
this is just
where
gonna
it-
have to be something we disagree with.
Yeah.
I'm sticking to my 9 out of 10 rating for Supergirl. Mikey, what's your rating?
I'm with you.
And Jamie, I'm guessing you're still sticking to your
It's
5 out of 10?
6, maybe 6.5.
Okay, so it's bumped up since
It's-
our conversation.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad by any means. It is a good film. If you want to watch it casually, it is a good film. It's just not great in any particular way. It has flaws. It has flaws. It has good parts.
Of course, it has flaws. No films are perfect.
Yeah.
Like, where's the where's the folder, Neiman? Where's the folder? No one's gonna get that. Anyway.
No.
This has been the Fiction Podcast. This has been Seb, Jamie, and Mikey. I do hope you join us for the next one. Feel free. What's it called? We're gonna have heated debates, probably threaten to kill each other and throw each other out of a window, but stay tuned and we'll see when the next one is. Play the credits. Now, while the credits are playing, what the hell was that about Superman being a 5 out of 10? 6 out of 10, sorry?
It's the same
You
thing as
don't get
Supergirl.
an opinion, Mikey, don't
It's
you
not
don't
bad.
get an
It's not
opinion
good.
under that thumb. Not good!
It's not. No, it's not bad. It's just not great.
It's
good.
not great! What do you mean? Did you
It's
not
good.
see the rubble? Did you not see the rubble when it was rising out of the... Mikey,
Yes,
I'm here.
I